On the cloud-covered summit of Mount Olympus, there was great unrest among the gods. Prometheus' theft of fire for humanity had wounded the pride of the gods. Zeus, the king of the heavens, could not forgive this audacity. Fire was a power meant only for the gods. With this power, humans could establish their own civilization and potentially pose a threat to the gods. For this reason, a fire of vengeance ignited in Zeus' heart. He would make humanity pay dearly for the power they had gained with fire. Zeus summoned Hephaestus, the blacksmith of the gods, to his side. Hephaestus was a master who could create extraordinary things from bronze, iron, and all kinds of metals, with hands full of magic. Zeus ordered him to create a woman of unparalleled beauty. This woman would be the key to punishing humanity. Hephaestus, displaying all his skills, crafted a woman with skin as white as marble, hair that gleamed like gold, and a divine allure. Her eyes were as deep and mysterious as the sky. Her name was Pandora. Pandora, meaning all gifted, was named so because every god had given her a gift. Aphrodite bestowed upon her enchanting beauty, so captivating that it took the breath away of anyone who beheld her. Athena granted her grace and skill in crafts. Hermes endowed her with cunning and the ability to persuade, giving Pandora the power to easily influence both humans and gods. However, the most dangerous gift came from Zeus. He gave Pandora a locked box, or jar, and instructed her never to open it. Pandora did not know what was inside the box, but despite Zeus' warning, her curiosity began to grow. When Pandora, a perfect being created by the gods, was sent down to the world of mortals, she brought with her a charm that humans could not resist. Her beauty and grace captivated them at first sight. But within Pandora lay a mystery placed there by the gods, a box that held a secret powerful enough to change the fate of the entire world. This box was Zeus' trap for humanity. The power hidden inside it would forever alter the fate of Pandora and humanity, driving them into a darkness from which they could never escape. However, Pandora had no way of knowing this. She was merely a woman perceived as a gift from the gods, perfect and full of curiosity. Pandora's story begins here, a tale of how a woman, endowed with beauty and curiosity, played a central role in the grand scheme devised by the gods. And this story shows us how it shaped the destiny of mankind. After being created by the gods, Pandora was prepared to be sent down to the mortal world. Her purpose was to be a part of Zeus' plan to punish humanity. The perfect woman created by the gods, with her beauty and grace, was captivating enough to draw everyone's attention. But Pandora's presence on Earth was not just about appearances, she had also been sent with a mysterious box given to her by the gods. Zeus presented Pandora as a bride to Epimetheus, the brother of Prometheus. Unlike the wise and intelligent Prometheus, Epimetheus was someone who acted without thinking. Prometheus had warned his brother to be wary of Zeus' tricks and not to accept any gifts from the gods. However, Pandora's beauty caused him to forget these warnings. Her shining hair, deep blue eyes like the sky, and divine grace enchanted Epimetheus. At that moment, it became impossible to resist Pandora's presence. Epimetheus failed to realize that Pandora was not just a gift but a part of the gods' revenge plan. He accepted her with love and soon married her. This marriage resulted in Pandora taking her place in the world. But Pandora did not only possess beauty, she also carried the mysterious box given to her by the gods. This box was a secret to Pandora. Zeus had strictly instructed her never to open it. Neither Pandora nor Epimetheus knew what was inside the box. However, a strong sense of curiosity began to take root within Pandora, as it does in every human being. What was locked inside the box? Perhaps there was more to it than what Zeus had told her. Pandora, unaware of the dangers that opening the box might bring, began to live with this thought. Pandora tried to keep the box hidden in a corner, but the question of what it was and what the contents meant grew stronger in her mind. This curiosity became a feeling that gnawed at Pandora from within, as if the box was constantly calling out to her, urging her to find out what was inside. This moment marked the turning point that sealed Pandora's fate, as well as that of all humanity. Her indecision about whether to open the box would determine her future and the future of the world. Epimetheus, meanwhile, continued to live his life, unaware that he was part of a divine plan and oblivious to the great secret that Pandora carried. The box, along with Pandora's curiosity, held the fate of the world, but no one knew it yet. The curiosity within Pandora grew stronger with each passing day. The intense desire to know what was inside the box left her sleepless and tormented her mind. Though the warnings of the gods echoed in her mind, she couldn't stop herself from imagining what might be inside the box. Every time she fought this curiosity, she eventually found herself defeated. One day, in a quiet moment when a thin beam of sunlight filtered into the room, Pandora's curiosity reached its peak. She stood by the box, her hands trembling as she touched the edge of the lid. Her heart was pounding, as if a voice from within was whispering, "Open to her." Pandora could no longer resist this powerful urge. Finally, she slowly lifted the lid of the box. As the box was opened, a storm erupted from within. Like a dark, dense fog, all sorts of evils burst out of the box. Pandora recoiled in fear, but it was too late. The forces within the box began to spread at an invisible speed. Disease spread across the world like a poison, ravaging humanity. Greed infiltrated people's hearts, turning them against each other. Envy drove friends and families apart. Misery enveloped people in despair, and war engulfed once peaceful lands in fire and blood. Pandora was terrified by the power of the evils that emerged from the box. The peace and purity that had ruled the world until that moment were replaced by pain and chaos. Humanity was being dragged into an unknown darkness. Pandora desperately tried to close the lid, but the evils had already escaped. These dark forces that spread to every corner of the world forever changed the fate of humanity. People were now faced with hardships and suffering from the moment they were born. Pandora realized the magnitude of what she had done, but it was impossible to undo what had happened. The evils inside the box had spread across the world and would eternally affect the lives of people. A deep sense of regret and guilt arose within Pandora. By opening the box given to her by the gods, she had unleashed evil upon the world, and nothing would ever be the same. However, there was something Pandora did not yet know. There was still one last thing left inside the box. As she closed the lid, Pandora noticed that something still remained inside. Filled with fear and despair, she hesitantly reopened the lid and saw a small, shining beam of light still lingering within the box. This light, unlike the others, was not dark. This was hope. Although Pandora did not fully understand the significance of this last thing, an inner feeling told her that it was crucial for humanity. Releasing the hope inside the box was a ray of light for Pandora. She immediately opened the lid completely, and hope gently spread into the world like a soft breeze. Hope brought peace back into people's hearts. Even amidst the chaos and suffering caused by the evils, people were no longer completely hopeless. Hope gave them the strength to carry on even in difficult times. Humanity had been punished by the gods, but the hope that Pandora released would be a beacon of light during this dark period. Pandora was determined to do whatever she could to make amends for her mistake. Although she had released evil into the world, she had also brought hope, giving humanity a chance to survive. Now, people would carry a light of hope within them as they faced the challenges ahead. Pandora's story does not end here. Her mistake may have been the source of humanity's suffering, but it also brought hope. Zeus' plan was not to destroy humanity completely, but to test their will and resilience. Pandora played a central role in this test as an instrument of the gods. Over time, people learned to live with the effects of the box that Pandora had opened. Wars, diseases, and suffering continued, but people always carried a glimmer of hope within them. Pandora's story was passed down from generation to generation as a myth symbolizing the complex nature of humanity and the strength to endure hardships. Pandora, on the other hand, felt the weight of her mistake throughout her life. But thanks to the hope within her, she constantly strove to make amends for it. She did everything in her power to ease people's suffering and help them. Over time, Pandora's name became a symbol not of a mistake but of hope and resilience. In the end, Pandora's story showed that humanity could cope not only with evils, but also with hope. Although she began as a tool in the hands of the gods, Pandora became a source of hope for humanity. Her story remained an enduring legend, conveying the message that while evil will always exist, hope will never be lost.